What's going on, world? And welcome back to the Pursuit of the Good Life podcast, your favorite podcast that helps you grow both personally and professionally. I'm your host with the most, your favorite coach, the Kameron Lovelace. And welcome to this New Year's Eve edition to the Pursuit of the Good Life podcast, the last episode of 2020. How's everybody doing? Did y'all have a good Christmas? I know we had an excellent Christmas. Um, so y'all know that I'm married to the Bahamian goddess Sparkle Lovelace, and she had the idea. You know what? Let's bring the Bahamas here. So we had, of course, barbecue chicken. We had peas and rice. We had crab salad. We had Bahamian macaroni and cheese. I'm gonna tell you, she threw down. Of course, I did too. I came in and made the first time making ribs, y'all. So I ain't never made ribs in my life. So I looked up a recipe, looked up how to do it, had a little concoction going as far as seasoning and stuff, and it turned out great. So and of course we exchanged gifts, and it was just a good time for us. I hope y'all's Christmas went well. I hope if it didn't go so well, I hope you guys can move past it. But you know, I pray that everything is well in your household this particular holiday season. Before we jump into the topic, what is the top lessons that 2020 has taught you? As we're transitioning out of 2020, which we all can agree, 2020 was a year that has never been seen before in our lifetime. And what is something that you are learning that you are going to take out from 2020, not just in 2021, but for you moving forward in life? But what is some of the biggest lessons that you've learned in 2020? What is that lesson? Comment below. I'd say my lesson for me is that 24 hours is a long time if you can do that, right? So, you know, many of us for a period of time were working from home, doing a lot of work at home. And for me, it's been no different, right? So y'all know that I've been seeing clients really this whole pandemic through my computer screen and my microphone. So you can get a lot done when you're just at home. So what I've discovered is that if I manage my time correctly, like I've been talking in previous episodes, if I do what I need to do, if I put things on a calendar instead of just scrolling on YouTube, if I put a reminder on my phone instead of watching something on YouTube, if I really intentionally plan out hour by hour, half hour, however you want to do it, if I intentionally do that, I can get a lot done even in the period, not just 24 hours, even in the period of 6 hours. Let's just say 6. I can get a lot done if I just focus and plan it out hour by hour, half hour by whatever the case may be. There's a lot that I can get done, but I just have to intentionally focus. That's the number one thing that I had to learn, because I've been, like I said, I've been at home majority 95% of the time since we've been in quarantine. I've been at home. Haven't been chilling, but I've been at home. And I've been working, and I've been putting some extra work. I've been doing some over hours. I've been editing content. I've been producing content. I've been talking with clients. I've been recruiting clients. I've been developing programs. It's a lot that can get done that I've gotten done in this quarantine. And so until this is over, I intend to maximize the time that we're in to set me up for the next step that I'm trying to get to. That's my personal lesson that I've learned. What is something that you guys learned in 2020? But all right, so, but going back to Christmas, something that I enjoyed, and we're transitioning to the topic. Something that I enjoyed is the NBA is back. So even though it's been a quick turnaround since the Lakers won the NBA championship, RIP Kobe Bryant, the transition's been quick, and we're back running, and it's some snafus going on right now. But there was something interesting that I had to shine a light on, not just because it was extremely impressive, but because I think there's something very valuable that we can get out of it when creating our version of the good life, right? So a couple of days ago, there was a video of Steph Curry. If you're an NBA fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So Steph Curry at practice was shooting 3-point jumpers like he always does. It's no difference. But the thing is, he made 105 3-point shots in a row. Steph Curry made, in the course of about 5 to 10 minutes, he made 105 3-point shots in a row from the left corner, I believe. So it was a degree of difficulty. So they had to be like swish. It wasn't like backboard. They had to go directly in the hoop. So first of all, like if you have ever shot a basketball, you know, one, that it takes a level of skill to make that said shot. Number two, if you've done anything continuously in repetitions over and over again, you know how hard it is to maintain a level of focus to even do something in succession 105 times. Like that's astronomical and crazy. But the crazy thing is that this was just practice. Steph Curry is doing this in practice, and it's no wonder why he is known as, I don't want to say undisputed, but he is debatably the greatest shooter to ever touch an NBA basketball court. And that's why he can shoot from anywhere on the court. He can pull it from the parking lot and you still will clutch your pearls because you think it might go in. And the thing is, he's doing that in practice so that when he gets to the game, he's a babyface assassin, as people like to call him. Well, now they call him a green-eyed assassin because he got a little beard now. But it's all about the practice. Not a game, but practice. And the thing is, he's been doing this. This isn't just something that he's been like normally doing. Like years ago, before he like won, I think his like first, second, third championship, he was making 70 3-point shots in a row. He was making 80 3-point shots in a row before a miss. And it's amazing that even after, I think I looked it up, after 11 years in the league and being 32 years of age, so he's still young, but he's not as young as he was, obviously, when he first came in. He's still looking to improve and get better, right? And there's so many things that you can pull from that. But the first thing I want to pull from is that what are you doing in practice? What is it that you're doing when the lights ain't on and when the big goals that you want to accomplish and the big things that are down the road? What are you doing behind the scenes? What is it that you're doing behind the scenes when very few or no people are watching? What is it that you're doing to progress to that next level in your career, the next level in your company, and the next level in your relationships, and the next level in your life? What are you doing behind the scenes? Are you putting that level of energy? Are you putting 105 shots in a row and get mad when you miss the 106th? Like what's your standard, man? What's your level of excellence? Are you committed to excellence and giving your hardest when nobody's watching? Are you committed to working on your dream that intently every day? Or are you just gonna be lazy with it? Or are you gonna be average with it and do just the same that everybody else is doing? Mm-hmm. Are you gonna be the one that goes to the brunch every weekend when COVID opens up? When you get your stimulus check, are you gonna blow it all in one sweep, just like everybody else? Are you gonna do the exact same thing that everybody else is doing? Or are you gonna do something different and do something that's going to make you better? Something that's gonna challenge you, something that's gonna force you to take it up a notch. Again, when next to nobody is watching. What is it that you're doing? Matter of fact, let's break this down for a second. What is your practice? What's your practice when it comes to your life, your career? When you're seeking to when it's game time, let's not even go game time. What is it when you're practicing? What is it that you're practicing? What are you doing over and over and over again to make yourself grow, to get yourself better? Are you meditating? Are you working out? Like what is it that you're doing in your health? Matter of fact, let's not make this complicated. Let's slow down for a second. Let's attack with the core four. Right, we've talked about the core four on this podcast before: your physical, your mental, your financial, and the balance. The balance is your relationships in life, right? What is it that you're doing in practice, and what is it that's the championship in those areas? Physical, what are you eating, man? Are you working out like you need to? Are you taking care of your health like you need to? Because that game, that practice, that championship, that's happening every single day when COVID-19 hits. When there's when there's a sick family member in the household, when your kids catch the flu, how's your immune system gonna handle that? You been doing what you need to do, or have you been eating Snickers, cookies, milkshakes every night for the last 2 years? We talking about practice, y'all. We ain't talking about the game. We ain't talking about COVID-19. We ain't talking about serious illnesses. We ain't talking about injuries. We talking about practice. We talking about the things that you do beforehand to get you ready for when the trials and tribulations come, when the adversities come, when your family is going through emotional turmoil because somebody passed away, when somebody is struggling with employment, when somebody is lost, when somebody is depressed. What are you doing to manage yourself and practice building yourself up, getting stronger, so that when life hits you hard, when life hits you in the finances, do you have a nest egg that can sustain you for a couple months? When life comes and hits you with the bumps and bruises, when you get into a car accident, do you have a backup? Do you have the resources to go get another car? Do you have the family members who can support you if you've broken your leg? Or do you have those awkward relationships with them that's like, I really need their help, but I ain't talked to them in years. Or last time I did talk to them, it was kind of crazy. So I can't really do that no more. You see what I'm saying here? What are you doing in practice in your life? What are you doing in practice in your career? What are you doing in practice in your business? What are you doing when nobody's watching, when life is not going through the bumps and blows? When life is not great, when like we win the championship and things are going great. What are you doing behind the scenes to build up your life, to build up your career, to build up your business, to create your version of the good life? If we really, really want to keep that good life once we've reached it, we got to make sure that we're doing the habits every day, that we're practicing, that we practicing our 3-point shot, that we practicing our smooth move. You know what I'm saying? That I'm make sure, I told y'all last week, I'm make sure I'm gonna tell my wife that I love her, that I'm gonna do things for her, that we going on vacation, that we spending time together, that we go on that we go on dates, that we go and spend time together, that we love each other, that we do the things to maintain our marriage. We talking about practice, y'all. What are you doing to get ready for the long haul? It's about the practice, the daily things. What are you doing every day? So when it comes to, we're talking a lot about life. When it comes to your career, man, you are at where you are right now because of the accumulation of decisions that you've made. When it comes to your career, what are you doing intentionally to move the needle? Are you putting money back so that when an opportunity comes across the country, you can pull from your savings account and go? Are you preparing? Are you editing? Are you cutting? Are you looking for ways to add more product, to streamline your product, to get things in a decency and order fashion? What are you doing in your career? What are you doing in your business? In that area of growth, you have to continuously practice and work on some things. When things come up, you already know how to analyze it. You already know how to make moves. So a lot of businesses didn't. They work day to day, check to check, pay period to pay period. And because of that, when the pandemic hit and froze everything, obviously they froze with it. Now they're looking for the government for a handout. I'm just saying it is what it is. And I'm not saying anything higher, mightier than thou, but that is the reality of the fact is those businesses who thrived and the businesses who failed were the ones that were doing things behind the scenes in practice to get ready for if anything happens, we good. I know somebody who said, oh yeah, when the pandemic hit, I had 9 months worth of my business expenses in the savings account, chilling, ready to go. But it still make money. So he hasn't even had to touch it. You get what I'm saying? Because in practice, he knows what to do. He has business practices that he does behind the scenes, levels of excellence, things of integrity that he's doing that got him to where he is in business. And he's still doing those things, tightening it up, improving the business, making the adjustment, making the transitions so that now he's making more money than he was before COVID. But that all came from practice. Not a game, not the game, because we in the game right now. 2020 was the game. And a lot of us wasn't practicing. So we got dunked on. We got smacked upside the head. We weren't ready. But now you have an opportunity in 2021. We can start practicing now. Even though this is New Year's Eve, and a lot of us might be out there making our vision boards, might be writing our 2021 goals, things that we want to accomplish. Those goals are great. But what are you going to do in practice? Sound like AI, I'm saying practice over and over again. But what are you going to do to get towards that goal? Who do you have to become to make those things happen? What do you have to do in practice to win the championship? How often do you need to show up? How hard do you need to work to win, not only in your career, not only in your business, but in your life too? That's the pursuit of the good life. That's what it's all about. In the pursuit, we're constantly leveling up. In the pursuit, we're constantly improving our integrity, improving our character. We're growing from the inside out to make that good life that we all desire. All right. So that's what I got for the topic today. Now, before we wrap up, I have to announce that for the first couple months, I'd say, we're going to make a pivot in 2021. And I know pivot is like the popular word of the year, but we're going to pivot a little bit, and we are going to do what I call the Dreams and Nightmares series of Pursuit of the Good Life podcast. So what does that mean? Dreams and Nightmares is a program that I have created that is dedicated to helping people pursue their dreams and avoid their greatest nightmares in the realm of their career. And to do that, to help spread this message, I am bringing on special guests for the next couple months. So we're going to go with well, I'll go into deeper details when I bring these folks on, but specifically, I want to bring on people who have found success in their career and in their life in a myriad of ways. So fresh out the gate, we're going to talk about people who have went to college. And then after that, we're going to talk to people who didn't go to college. We're going to talk about people who have, went to college, majored in something, and then went on to do something else that made them happier. Excuse me. We're going to talk to people who started a business straight out the mud and grow it to something great. So this Dreams and Nightmares series of the Pursuit of Good Life podcast is all about exposing you guys to these different people who have found success in their avenues in their career. And it is my prayer, it is my hope that you guys can take away different nuggets from each one of their personal experiences and be able to apply it to yours. So even if it is like somebody that has showed up that has nothing to do with your career field, chances are you'll be able to pull something from them that you can apply to your life. Because you guys know I don't bring on people who just are good talkers and all this stuff like that. No. I'm bringing people who can bring significant value to your pursuit of the good life. All right. So that's the announcement. I'm pretty sure we're going to start next week. So you guys stay tuned. Be on the lookout for that. I will post on social media beforehand who it is. So stay tuned for that. If you're not following my Facebook page or my Instagram page, you're missing out. Go ahead and follow Kameron Lovelace. The @ name is @thatguykLove. If you are watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on Facebook, smash that like button. Drop in the comments that this was a fire episode. I need to see fire emojis all over the place. And share this with somebody who needs this. If you are one of the loyal, faithful listeners, number one, I appreciate you for consistently staying committed to the audio version. I know that sometimes you ain't got time to just switch over to YouTube or scroll on Facebook or whatever the case may be. So I appreciate you for listening on audio. Go ahead and give us that 5-star review and subscribe so that you don't miss a single episode. It always pops up on your phone, and share this with somebody who really need this. All right, guys, coming to you every single Thursday, no matter what holiday, no matter what storm, we coming to you every single Thursday to help you make your version of the good life. Until then, we'll see you next week.